So first thing I'm going to start off with is a BB cream, and I'm going to apply it to the face with my fingers before I blend it out with the foundation brush. Once that's all blended out, I'm just going to take my hands and press it all over the face just to help get rid of any brush marks which might be left on the skin and to blend it out a little bit better. Today my skin was a little bit oily, so I'm going to go ahead and apply some HD powder, but if you don't have HD powder you can use an ordinary setting powder instead. Next I'm going to go and fill in the brows, and I'm going to be using the normal brow palette that I use, but one thing that you can use is just an ordinary matte eyeshadow which is as close to your natural hair colour as possible, and that will work just as well. One last thing I'm going to do to the brows, just so that they don't look a little bit too filled in, is take an eyebrow comb through them, just to brush out the colour, and then over the lids I'm going to apply an eye primer. For the next part there's quite a few different things you can use. I'll be using a black eyeshadow, but you can also use a cream eyeliner, or you can even use a pen eyeliner if the end is fine enough. And we're going to do a winged eyeliner. Once you fill that in, we're going to do a little bit of a sharp point in the inner corner of the eye and then connect that up to the lower lashes. Now on the lower lid what we're going to do is a little wing, and then we're going to curve around so that it looks a little bit like the end of a scorpion's tail, and then do a second wing on the upper lid, and you want to follow the slants of your eye. Take it so that it just goes out and connects to the line that you drew just above the previous line. Now thicken everything up and make sure that it's neat. Do one last little line which just connects up from the second winged eyeliner, and you want to line a little bit above the crease. And we're going to be doing two lines which are going to curve around the eye and follow just along the outside of the crease. I'm using a nail art brush for this, but you can also use an art brush if that's what helps as well, or an ordinary makeup brush. And then that little scorpion's tail that we've done, we're going to connect that around the eye for blending out the eyeshadow in the inner corner and along the lashes. On the second wing that we did just above the first, we're going to fill that in with a red cream concentrate. Now if you don't have the colour that I used, you can also use a red eyeshadow or even a lip liner, but you will have to set this with an HD powder just so that it doesn't smudge, because it can transfer quite easily. And then we're going to do 3 dots on the inner corner, and later on we're going to put one red rhinestone just on the middle. Now with that same brush we're going to go back to the outer corner, and we're just going to add a little bit of a red tip onto the sting of the scorpion's tail that we've drawn underneath. Something a bit shimmery. I'm going to be using these really tiny nail sequins, and what you're going to do to stick them down is first put a bit of mascara and then a bit of eyelash glue right on the ends of the lower lashes, and then press that down on the very ends of the lashes so that they stick. For the lips I started out by doing one thing, and then I decided I was going to change my mind a little bit, and I actually wiped off the edges and then did a little bit of a mixture of the black eyeliner and then the red lip liner that I used, so that you got this really nice dark red. And then I made sure that the edges were a little bit feathered on the outside. I didn't want them too neat because it would have looked a bit too harsh with the eyeliner that we've done. And I was just going to rub it out a bit on the cupid's bow. Finish off with some black eyeliner, some false lashes, and that's it. You're done.